Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, it does not matter what you drive. This is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, alongside Miss
Kelly Boyd.
What is going on, everybody?
Why I jazz hands every time I come in and say something about myself. Jazz hands.
Oh, man. So I hope you guys are having a great night. For some reason now, Facebook's being a pain in the butt. Let us know if you can hear us. We have some new equipment because we were having such audio issues for the past few weeks. We went out and got some new equipment there. And so please let me know if you can hear us okay. And I got to fix something real quick because, well, stupid not broadcasting to Facebook for some reason. Anyways, what is going on?
Oh, gotta love technology.
They can hear us.
Okay,
hopefully,
cool.
Hopefully we sound good and clean and clear.
Great, sounds good.
We have
sounds
that
good.
button now. We have the old audio, the applause. We can push buttons and do all kinds of fun stuff. So this
fancy like Sunday morning.
That's right. This is your Bronco Talk Live presented by White Knuckle Off Road Products. When you think of White Knuckle, think of rock sliders because that's all they do. That's it. That's all they do. And in my opinion, they do it the best. They sponsor the show and they say, hey, just come check our website out. Check the product out. If you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. And they do not do what, Kelly?
They do not do referrals or anything like that. So all they ask is if you happen to go over there and you buy something, just tell them ATN sent you. That's all we ask of you.
That's all. That is it. And what this thing is doing tonight. We got all kinds of funny problems here. But yes, it is. It was a busy weekend for us.
Yes.
And Allie
says great shirt, Dave. And I do like that. I don't know that I've seen the shirt.
I had this at Supercell.
I may spontaneously talk about Broncos. I don't remember that shirt.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah. That's funny.
I want to say no, I ordered this, I think.
You must have ordered it because I don't think you got it there.
I don't know. But anyways,
I know we missed out on Woodward. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about it when Allie gets here. But
let's not talk about how we missed out on it yet.
Allie was finishing up a deal. She was selling a truck, I guess it was. And so she'll be a couple minutes late. But Kelly's fallen in love with something over there.
I have. So apparently this is
tasting moment.
Yeah, apparently this is last year's like seasonal flavor. And I'm really sad it was last year's because it is delicious. So it is we are not sponsored by the alcohol products we drink here, but we would love some sponsorships, just saying. This one is Old Smoky. Keep looking at it. Orange Shinesicle. So it's literally like an orange creamsicle with just a little bit of a moonshine kick out the back end.
Sounds awful.
It's delicious.
And I'm going to Japan for some Suntory whiskey. So.
You don't bring that one out often.
No, I don't. So there we go. But
if you missed it, I'm in a brace tonight, so we'll get that out of the way quickly.
Yes, she's unemployed and beaten up.
I'm not unemployed yet. Not till Saturday. Saturday's my last day employed. No, I had a cyst on my wrist that they took out, and unbeknownst to me going in today, I was just going to have something else dealt with. And he was like, well, we can remove it. But you'll be in a wrist brace for 6 weeks. And I was like, right now's the time. Let's just go ahead and put me in a wrist brace for 6 weeks. So they drew that, got rid of it. Now I'm in a brace. So nothing crazy, just enough to keep you guessing what's next.
Well, and speaking of guessing what's next, hopefully you guys are having a good Monday night. We, it always sucks when you've had a nice long weekend and then you have to kind of go back to the real world for a few hours. And then, but we get to talk to you guys all night.
Wait, I didn't have to go back to the real world.
No, you were putting beds together and all kinds of
stuff.
Yeah,
that's true. I started out the morning putting our daughter's bed together and ended the day.
I feel like you're a G.I. Joe right now because you got the Kung Fu grip going on.
Well,
she's just her hands.
It's adjusting to being in a wrist brace. Like I usually have full motion. So.
Oh man. So let's get into it because there's not a lot of Bronco news this week. The building price is up. I've seen a few people mention some things. It's confusing. I've went through it. I've been planning on doing a video on I don't know if I want to do a normal build and price on that or if I kind of want to go through the whole thing because
on what, the new Bronco?
Well, the new
build,
the new build and price for 24 because base is gone. You know, we've discussed this a for a couple weeks now. They've made a lot of weird choices. It's weird to see Outer Banks with no 2-door option, but everything else gets a 2-door option. But yeah, so I just haven't been able to wrap my head around how I want to do that just yet. But let's get into Grand. Oh wait, no, we ain't Grand. What am I doing, man?
Thanks, Jack. We're glad you enjoyed it because yeah, we definitely had a good time with the couple of videos that were done. I love my husband. I love my husband. I love my husband.
Yes.
What was I at?
Did you
see the bad part is we can't hear it on the side, so I don't even know what
I'm working on that.
Did, but anyway, Steve P checking in this evening and saying good evening, Kelly, Allie, and Dave. Thanks again for the live show coverage. Really appreciate you.
I do hope they like that.
Yeah, I hope so too. Jay checking in. Great weather here in Cleveland. So had the doors and the roof off. Life is good.
We haven't. So this has been a bad year for us and the Broncos doors off. We had them off for a few weeks, and then it got miserably hot here in Middle Tennessee. And like when it gets hot here, it's that humidity, that just muggy.
Where it's like you always want to start the truck before you even 15 minutes before you even walk out the door because it's so hot.
You need the truck to gather some of that air condition.
Yes.
And so we just haven't been able to. I can only think I flipped the top back a couple times.
Yeah, I haven't flipped it back.
Had we been able to stay at the East Tennessee all weekend, I probably would have taken the doors off and rode around town. But that was a pretty quick trip for us. But yeah, we haven't been able to enjoy it this year as much as we did last year.
Not as much as we'd like, but we're here. Let's see. Valley Dude 5000 checking in. Mobile Moto. Mark King, of course, made some appearances on the videos this weekend. So thank you for stopping in and thanks for jumping in tonight. And he said he's driving right now, so he can't really chat, but he is listening along the way. Eric Jefferson in the house, Gia Hogue, Michael Cooper, Bob Masters, Bronco 78. Nelazar says, I'm in Utah and Moab in the fall is my plan. So his response was fall.
Take a hoodie.
Yeah.
It will get chilly at night.
Yeah. I think he knows. He's in Utah. Bird Dog Off Road. I know I only need to say
Jody's messing us up, man.
It's just because I'm trying to jump.
We're gonna have to get Jody on the show so we can beat him up while he changes things because it's messing us up.
Says depends on where they are at. LOL. Up north, summer night or summer might be better. So they're kind of answering your question that you have in the chat.
Yep.
C squared. Do you sometimes think about your Gladiator?
Do I think about the Gladiator? I think about the payment we are not paying for right now. But there'll be news about that coming up. But no, I don't miss the Gladiator, but I do I miss having obviously another vehicle.
That was what I was going to say.
And having a little pickup truck around the house that's always handy because there's some landscaping stuff I want to do. Would be nice to just throw it in the back and go get it. But past that, no. If Ford would do something, a Bronco truck, I would be all. I've said this for a couple years now. I'm all in for a Ford pickup truck. I talked to some people in the know about that this weekend, and they're like, I don't know what's being tested. Don't know what that means, but if they were, and I don't even need the full bed like the Gladiator has.
Yeah,
you could just do kind of like what the Maverick, something small. Or even the little Hyundai, what is it? The Santa Cruz, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, Santa Cruz.
Just something small, just so you have a little bit of utility space. I would be plenty happy.
Scott Dunsmore checking in. Dirk Connor, Adam Roman, Jonathan Folds, Bud Guy 8829, Laura from I'm always gonna butcher the Ford dealership, Joni Ford. We're just gonna say it. Yeah, that's it. Honest Smith checking in this evening, Michael Malo, Big Wheel Fab, and we're just going to say Medic. You all missed out on Woodward. Yeah, we know we missed out on Woodward, but at least we get to have covered an event to go ahead and provide you some information.
There was definitely some FOMO.
Broken Lizard 03 says it was a Bronco Nation weekend.
Nice. Al-Shani or Kelly.
TJ Miller says, Kelly, just watch that orange creamsicle moonshine sneaks up on you when you stand up. I'm a lightweight, so everything really sneaks up with me, so that's not great.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. TJ Miller, so you're not getting a Ranger Raptor now, Dave? Of course we're getting a Ranger Raptor. Just with the UAW strike looming, I don't know when that's going to happen.
Let's see. Ragnar Khan says should just wait until they actually fix the build and price, so you don't spend half the video verbally correcting all of Ford's errors.
There was because I started a video on it, and Kelly came home one day, and I was all pissy and just mad about it because it just
imagine that.
Yeah, no. So yes, I 100%.
Michael Melissa says my Bronco has been built since July 30th, waiting for the rail car to be delivered to Orlando, Florida, waiting patiently. Justin Zimmerman checking in this evening. We got to see Justin quite a bit this weekend.
Hair in my mouth or something.
Hair.
No, probably on your hairs. Oh, we did
not that kind of hair, guys.
Yes,
I knew somebody was gonna jump there, so no.
We got to see the Mountains Metal crew.
We did.
Got to hang out with them. I didn't get to drink any alcoholic beverages with them.
No, that was sad.
That was kind of bummer.
That was a sad thing. We were literally in so quickly, and we'll talk about that later too.
Yep.
Nikki Brewer in the house. Let's see. Destination Bigfoot Bronco. And Marine Vet checking in this evening. And I'm sure I missed someone. Just know that it is not personal. It just is kind of how the cookie crumbled.
Yes. And Burdock's Jody says, you don't like my Nittos, Dave? I didn't say I didn't like Nittos. If you watch my live stream, I mentioned it a few times, there's so many good tires out there, and I need to review tires. And if this channel was really profitable, where we could afford to buy tires and I could run them for a few months at a time, give my honest opinion about them, I definitely would. But I was talking to Mark, who's in the chat, or he's driving or something.
Mark King.
Yeah, I was talking to Mark about that. I was like, the hard thing about reviewing tires is I don't care if it's the same vehicle, you're going up the same like little obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many variables to say, hey, this tire just performs so much better than this tire, that it would be a nightmare to really kind of review tires like they should be. Now, if you had, I guess if you have like in Moab, it might be easy because the terrain doesn't change. But for us here in the East Coast, it would be.
Or
a
if
nightmare.
You've got like a cemented trail that is built out from that perspective.
Yep, that is true. That is true.
Let's see. There was one I was gonna say.
What's up, Ford video guy?
There was one. Where'd it go?
Oh, did you miss something?
I thought I did.
Oh yes, Gia Hogue, smash that like button for us, please. There's only 22 likes and 64 people in here, and I'm assuming out of 64, maybe half of them like us. So if we could go ahead and get that out of the way, what do you got going on?
Anna says, "Where's the Mustang?" We'll get an update from Allie tonight. She, like we said, it's still in Michigan.
What's funny is it moved again.
It's supposed to be in Michigan.
It moved again.
Yeah.
And we'll let Allie update that. But yeah,
for sure.
Kind of crazy. Let's see. I just saw something too.
That's what I was gonna click.
What was that?
You already said it out loud, but
yes, smash it. All right, so let's get this sales point out of the way because it's dirty. I always feel dirty about it, but you guys do help support the channel. So we have a membership program on the channel. And I've been trying to actively do like some more stuff for members on there because it's difficult. I don't know how to exactly. Breaking news, unfortunately, just has to get out there, or certain things have to get out there in a timely manner. So it's and that's kind of our business is news. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to do that for members, but I started doing some just fun videos. A couple weeks ago, I did the one where the GM was talking about their EVs and how cool they're going to be battling Tesla. And then Ford's like, hey, we've had these out for a couple of years now. So we're trying to do some fun stuff like that. Also, we're on Patreon, and I will be honest, Patreon is a better deal for us. They don't take as much money. Google takes a lot of our money when you guys help support us that way. But Patreon is a good way to support us that way. And I try to equally give things. We do so a little bit of write-ups on Patreon that I do not do anywhere else. This one over here, since she's unemployed now, can actually start writing.
I'm not unemployed until Sunday.
Anyways, she can type one-handed, I guess, if as it were. But we do have plans. We have a new website that's coming up hopefully soon where I plan on we're going to be legit. We're going to have news articles stuff. I do plan on some of my industry friends, having them do maybe a article every once in a while, see if we can do some fun that way. And just, it's time to step it up for what we do. And we've only been able to get to this point because of you guys, like the equipment we bought this week is all based on your support. So we greatly appreciate that. And that's about the past, unless Kelly's got something else to we have clothing.
We do. You took my in hand off the website.
Yeah, because we don't have much of that stuff.
Okay.
So Teespring, it's always linked in some of these videos. So if you'll find it that way. All right. I feel dirty. I'm gonna need to wash off with some good news. Some news.
Let's see. Mobile Moto says Dave's OnlyFans channel. Nah, you don't want I love him, but you don't want to see that.
If this one over here doesn't find a job.
Whoa, way to pressure me.
Not you.
Dude.
I'll be dancing for quarters somewhere.
We did have a friend of ours go, because I posted something about building our daughter's bed today. It was like, what do you do when you're employed but work doesn't want you or something?
Or something?
Yeah. So he was like, feet pics. And I was like, nobody wants to buy my feet, like buy my pictures. And then he said something about, what else did he say? Oh, I can't remember.
Rick and Morty mask. Yeah,
that I could dress up for parties in a Rick and Morty mask, because we had that with one of our friends a few years ago.
Michael Nice says ATN off-road products. No. I'm not gonna be pretending to be in somebody else's warehouse. And,
Marine vet. Yeah, so I don't have a new job.
Cuts me off real quick.
I was only half paying attention to you. That's why I cut you off, but I knew where you would go.
Pivot ain't easy. That's correct, Mark.
Marine vet. So I don't have a new job yet. So I actually, long story short, I was offered severance from my company, or to change my job drastically back to pretty much what I did 16 years ago. And I decided that severance was going to be the better option for us and our family, and my mental health. So we decided severance. And so Saturday is my last day of employment. I will be signing up for unemployment on Sunday, just until we can kind of get things squared away for the fam, the new job, and all that. So
that's right.
I'm looking at analyst jobs. Is what
Buckle
I'm
up,
looking at.
Dave. TJ Miller. You silly guy.
And as you can see, I love spreadsheets. So that's kind of my deal.
I like to talk about Broncos. So there we go. All right. Super. Geez, man.
Thanks, Marine Vet. I appreciate the positive waves.
Yes, we do greatly appreciate that. But let's see. Great Smoky Mountain Bronco Stampede. And that is a freaking mouthful to say.
Yes.
Even last year when I covered the Jeep version of this.
Yes.
That's a nightmare to say.
Yeah.
I mean, like we got to talk to Justin. I mean, and then you always do see like the Jeep people, they just abbreviate, the GS whatever.
Yeah. GSMB or something.
Because people can't say that. And I understand why they have to name it that, because they want people to know it's in the East Tennessee.
Yeah.
Bronco. They try to call it Bronco Invasion. And we talked to Justin about this. He's like, the Jeep people were not happy about that. And it's like, kind of F you guys. Like, this is my event. You're still going to come. Trust me. But he did it. He called it Stampede. And it was pretty interesting, Kelly. We drove over there. We got to meet up with our friends with Diabolical, Alan and Alan's wife. Yeah. And Mark King was over there helping Alan out. And it was pretty fun. Now, it was freaking freezing in this building.
It was cold.
So
and I don't get cold.
It's in a big convention center there in East Tennessee. And part of they crank the AC down because when you get a lot of people, it can warm up. But the problem is this is a newer event, and I've seen a lot of people, because I put this video in Bronco 6G and then over on Bronco Nation, and I seen people going, well, hell, I never even heard about this.
Yeah.
And they're like, did he only advertise it on Facebook? Because I don't do Facebook. And I was like, well, no, I mean, Bronco Nation actually had a little spot for them.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some, calls to arms about it. But yes, they didn't. I don't feel like maybe necessarily they got the word out as much.
He did a great job on the social media.
Yes, but
he did a great job. But for those that are not social media folks,
I don't know how in this time of day and age how you would get the word out without using social media.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have an email database, because everybody just throws that in the trash. Even if you did have a service that would go ahead and do that, you've got all those things. So yeah, so it's definitely tough these days without, doing it on the socials. Like, I mean, for those of you so that's a question. Are any of you not on social media, and how do you find out about your events? If that's the case, I'd love to know from that perspective from you all.
Yes, that would be pretty cool. But I will throw this up here. Magic of the interwebs here. We'll get something up here. You guys can kind of see what we're talking about. There we go. Make sure that is muted. Stream. There you go. So this was us at the event, and you can see there was quite a few people there, but as big as this place is,
Yeah.
they were easily scattered and not. I mean, I think Justin, after talking to him, he thought the event went pretty good
For the first year.
Yes, and I know some vendors were kind of like, "Hey, where is everybody?" And well, it's it's getting the word out. I guarantee you the Jeep version of this thing was not like this, or was not this big the first year. I'm pretty sure they actually started in a parking lot or something. It was pretty small, and in 9 or 10 years later, it's turned into what it is now. And we can thank our Jeep brethren to help get this event going,
Yes.
because without them, this would not be a thing. And the cool thing about the Jeep part of this is it attracts big companies. You see Oracle Lighting. There was a lot of Willwood, Nitto. There was a lot of big companies there that would not be there if you just said, "Hey, this is just first year Bronco event. No guaranteed
No
of
standard.
Yeah, no guarantee of audience that could come later.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Not at all. But they had a nice show and shine outside. They had a couple vendors that I did see outside. Unfortunately, by the time me and Mark King were able to get outside, that kind of dispersed. It was towards the end of the Saturday run of the event. But overall, I thought it was pretty fun. We got to see quite a few people there. There was some people there I, didn't want to see. Big YouTuber there that I'm sure some people enjoy. I don't particularly enjoy them. But all kinds of cool stuff there, as you can see here. Sorry for the shaky cam. That's part of the live version of this on my phone is the camera's not
Well,
really friendly.
and you've got to take it in consideration that some of this is the coverage in the building too, because you can tell that it's kind of jumpy, and that's not you flipping it around. It's the fact that the internet or the cell phone coverage is not perfect in the building because it is such a big building.
Right. Let's see here, kind of scan around. Buck Your Bronco was there, which he had a nice booth. And I will say this for companies like Buck Your Bronco, who is not, let's not, look, there's a lot of money in that sign right there.
Yes. For those that don't know, those signs are not cheap. They're a couple $100.
Yes. And he's got a booth. The booth was what,
Stupid.
$1,200 or $1,500?
Yeah, something like that.
Which is a lot of money for a guy just trying to make, these rails and stuff and sell rails. And so being able to attract some people like that, once again, I apologize for the choppiness of this, but it was super nice to get to see like them catering. They didn't discount that I know of for the little guys either. So if the big guys were paying it, so were the little guys. And there was quite a few. I did notice there was quite a few smaller companies in the Bronco world. Of course, there was the big guns here. I'll bring this right back up with like Toyo was there. They had a nice little display. They had a nice Raptor over here. And let's see. Oh, dang it. There's our friends with Mountains to Metal. They were there, and they seem to do a pretty good business.
Yeah.
And I talked to them about it, and they said they would be back next year, which is good because they'll get the word out to other sponsors, because people will ask other sponsors, "Hey, how were you treated? Did you do business?" Because at the end of the day, that's why they're not there to just have cool stuff sitting there. They need to actually sell the stuff. So I thought it was kind of cool that I know, like I said, I know Nick and them said they had a pretty good time, and it wasn't too bad. What we got going on here, Kelly?
Matt is asking about the hot pepper red Bronco that was next to you.
Matt, I believe this is Matt who was part. Matt, if this is you, I apologize because I'm awful with names. I barely remember her name.
He'll remember your face all day long, but he'll forget your name.
But yes, and Matt was asking that he wanted some more technical talk on the show, and we'll try to work some of that in a little bit. I'll try to find some people that I feel are qualified to actually talk technical and try to do that for you. But was that base Bronco basically 2 inches taller? I don't know that it was 2 inches taller. Rumor has it there's photos, but it was definitely looked a little taller than ours.
Pixar didn't happen, just saying, and we didn't get one.
That's right.
Just saying.
But Matt was trying to get me in trouble because Kelly was trying to get me to help load up stuff, and Matt and me were having a good conversation. And
it wasn't that. It was just like it was time. Like everybody was starting to move. Was I hitting the gate?
It was under your chin.
Oh, okay. No, it's just you didn't know what was going on the inside.
Right.
Like Diabolical's booth was completely wrapped up, ready to go, and we were just standing there waiting on a table, like for somebody to come get the table. So it was like, are you coming? Are you not? So
Let's see. Jack Evans says, I like to think I stay on top of events. So
on social media.
Social media. And I did not know about the Bronco Stampede until I saw Dave and
wow.
Kelly talk about this weekend. Well, I'll be honest too. And I think they would have not rather this thing got
too massive,
flooded, because they're working out kinks and stuff with the vendors for Bronco. They want to make sure they cater to Bronco. And I know some of those vendors will be there this week. The Jeep Invasion starts Friday.
Yeah.
And some have to move outside. Some of the come inside. There's big tractor trailers that come in and move stuff around.
That's our daughter trying to find her cell phone.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, they I think they did okay. I would say this event probably lost money for them.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a total guess on our part, though.
Yeah, I have no idea. But seeing attendance and but the Jeep part will make up for it, which is, once again, thank you, Jeep people, for supporting this event and making it what it is.
Yeah.
So that they can take a chance with Bronco, and a Bronco will be there. And I've talked to Justin, like I said, he realizes there's not that many Broncos like there are Jeeps out there in the world. So the idea that they all need aftermarket parts, stuff like that, to show up to these things, it's not where it will be just yet. But I dropped a video just a few minutes ago from Oracle Lighting. That was
so that's where you'll find out what we bought.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it.
Somebody had asked what we got from the Oracle booth.
Yes. But there is a video on that, and yeah, watch the video.
There's a lot of really great products.
It's literally right behind me. But the Stampede, I think overall was a really fun time. The building's really nice. The bathroom's really, like, it's just a nice place to do an event like this.
Yeah, because you get to get out of the heat if you want to too. So it's really nice. To be honest with you, I stayed inside the whole time. My hip wasn't giving me the best of fits that weekend.
She's falling apart.
My hand.
She had her head cut in today too.
Yeah, it was just a whole mess.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my girl to.
I did actually tell Sydney that today. I was like, man, I am a mess. It's like my wrist doesn't work. My head and my back has not been great this week, and my hip is angry. So it's just, I'm just falling apart.
So give Kelly a like. Smash that like button for Kelly. And but overall, a lot of vendors did a lot of business, and there were some good ones like Havoc Off Road. I dropped a video on them where they had a massive booth. Of course, they were one of the title sponsors, and they a lot of cool things. It seemed like a lot of Chinese made stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I checked a lot of boxes, and there was a whole lot of made in China there. So which, if you're fine with that, that's fine too. A lot of people are, but just kind of keep that in mind as you're going through not manufacturers, booths and things like that. So it's going to cost you more money to buy from non or US made companies. It just is. Like the manufacturing costs more and all those things. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're comparing prices on things that are made by an American-based business who makes their stuff in the States versus that's sourcing it from China. Not that we're not getting political by any means. Yeah. I'm just saying you're not comparing apples and oranges from that perspective. You are comparing two totally different things.
And there's certain things where I just don't care what it is. And then
like the one thing that we almost bought from them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were looking at some tube doors from them, and then they do have, and I will say, and here's our buddy Josh at Hamilton's Bronco in the Quake booth, but I will say that there was a couple things like the rocker. The rocker protection. The weld, whatever that, I forget what at the moment they call that. They have this little plastic piece that goes over. It's all 3M tape, and it gives you the little step protection on the Bronco. I thought that was pretty ingenious. I had not seen that before, so that was kind of neat to see.
While you're looking that up, somebody did ask, is it always going to be the same weekend as Woodward? I think so, but we haven't talked to Justin, thank you. Yeah. I lost his name for a second. We haven't talked to Justin about that just yet because he didn't know about Woodward when he booked this. And the problem in Tennessee that you get is that school has already started for a lot of places, but a lot of schools still haven't started yet.
Right.
And so if you push it past Jeep invasion, then you're running into really school starting for a lot more states than just Tennessee. So that's why he chose the weekend that he did. So that's where he's kind of running into from that perspective. And I would assume from a planning perspective, it makes it a whole lot more sense to have them back to back just because of the sponsors coming in for a week, coming in for 2 weeks versus a week. And
Well,
things like that.
they pull from a lot of. I mean, I know people that come from Texas for the Jeep one. Like they pull massive amount of people from a lot of areas. And I know it's the same thing. It's kind of the last hurrah, really, for a lot of Jeepers. Now, you know, obviously there's stuff in Daytona and stuff that goes on after, but it is sort of that last hurrah for some of the northern people to want to, you know, be able to get their tops down and all that. So I just think it's kind of it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, as far as the moment. But I don't know that I'll go cover the event next year unless something cool, you know, something we learned, something's going to be there.
Yeah.
Because I think Woodward, I'd like to kind of like do them every other year. I think that would be a good way to do it. And speaking of every other year, Miss Ford herself, Miss Allie,
Ford.
I don't know if she can hear me or not because yeah, she can hear me. But the Miss Truck salesperson is there she is, Miss Allie. What's going on, girl?
You know, get back from vacation and gotta sell, so.
What a terrible thing to have happen.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it happened at like 7:00. They're like, yeah, like they were just coming in and like, they're like, yeah, we'll do it. I'm like, crap, we have no wash rack, we have no nothing, like no one to prep the car, so we literally just ripped out stickers. I still owe them a full tank of gas, and we're like, we'll finish this up Saturday. Enjoy your truck for now.
Nice.
Well, Allie, how was Woodward?
It was so much fun. I had no voice yesterday, just from being overtired. I'm raspy today.
I seen you were on Bronco Nation.
I was
and I appreciate the non-shout out.
Wow.
To be honest, I didn't even know I was gonna go on.
No, I'm just messing with you, but I saw you and Laura on there, and poor Laura looked nervous as can be. Like she was just kind of like, uh-oh.
So I was talking to two girls because like they had just gotten their Broncos, and there's another girl who used to be on the Ford team, and she's working on another project. So I was talking to them, and then Robert comes up and he goes, "Hey, you're on deck." I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What?" So me and
you should always be ready to be on deck.
I was not ready. It was, I mean, it was crazy. It was so much fun. Like, I don't think anyone went there and had a bad time. Like,
it looked like a lot of fun.
I haven't heard anything negative coming out of the whole experience.
I haven't either. And honestly, like, at one point, we just started parking people wherever we could. Because, like, I thought we were capped at, like, 300, 350. There was well over 410 Broncos.
Wow.
I know last year when we showed up at their little area they park at, like I wasn't registered. I just showed up.
No, like we had people just show up and like it was fine. I mean, I can't say it was fine because I don't speak for them. So it's like I don't.
You made it work.
Yeah, I don't think they would turn anybody away unless like we really had to. But like we definitely got creative. I'll tell you that much. There's no door dings that I know of, but we're probably close.
Paul says, Allie, how close is Brighton to Dearborn and Livonia?
45 minutes to an hour.
I was thinking that was probably it, but it's been so long since I've lived up
45
there.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it takes. Yeah, I'd say that. 45 minutes. Traffic.
But it sounds like a lot of people in the chat. I've seen people saying they get to finally meet you and stuff. That's awesome.
It was okay. So I'm not used to this yet. It's so weird. It really, because like I'm such a like keep to myself person, like typically, and like so many people said it, and I just kind of laughed because like I really kind of sat back and like realized like how many people I actually know.
Yeah.
Like in the community, and it's just kind of crazy. And there was one girl, she's actually friends with my uncle. And I hadn't seen her since like last year. and she had mentioned something to her husband, like, "Oh, have you seen Allie yet?" And like 4 people turned around and was like, "Yeah, she's that way." Like, it was just really funny. Like,
well, I think it's great that because you have a somewhat unique name, so it's not like Kelly where everybody's named Kelly. So it's good that people are gonna absolutely know who you are too, because
I had more people ask where Maya was. They're like, "Did you bring her? I'll dog sit for her." I'm like, "Oh, my dog." I'm like,
you need one of those cardboard cutouts that you can put in the door when you were driving it.
You need her face.
Yeah, it just looks like she's sitting out there looking.
I'm gonna send one to the Staples near you. We're gonna get her face on a cardboard cutout, so she can be in the passenger seat with you whenever you go.
I know, it was so funny.
Well,
no, I think it was a really good time. I mean, Bronco Nation did an absolutely phenomenal job of doing all of the events, getting everyone together.
Can you kind of take us through? It started when, Thursday, maybe?
Yeah, so it started Thursday at Holly Oaks. It opened at 8, and we all kind of hung out. So the trailer was a little late, so we had to kind of just go in the park first, and then everyone came back for some food.
And you had to stall.
Just a little bit. And
thank you, YouTube Car Spotters Guide, by the way. I want to audibly get that out.
Melissa Clark was there. She does Rebel Rally, which y'all have to cheer her on in a couple of weeks here. And she's also an off-rodeo instructor. And she helped, I think it was almost so like, at Holly Oaks where they have Mount Magna and they have that huge hole, that huge dip, everyone made it up that. She got everyone on the right line, and like the smiles on everyone's faces of like conquering something they didn't think they would, like that. I have so many cool pictures that I still have to upload.
That's awesome.
But it was literally, that's like my favorite part for all of it. So no.
Somebody said you forgot Cher. True story.
So that was super fun. We did get rained on the last like 2 hours. But we had like a little one-on-one, like what recovery gear you should use, and like what's important to have, especially for a lot of the new people. But it was really cool to kind of get to know Melissa and her husband, Brian, who have been doing this for years. So they were super informative, and it was really cool to hang out with them. Of course, Laura and Jordan and London were there. London, I was so jealous. She wore a new crew hoodie that's like new, but it's like not out yet. I'm like, I'm so mad. It was just so cute. I was so excited. And hey, Allie, if you're parked in the BN corral, what?
Can you leave and come back?
So yes, we can.
If you can get out.
If you can get out and if you can get back into a spot.
Yes, like you can, but there's no, like, you can't just hold your spot.
There's no guarantee there will be a spot for you when you come back.
If you saw how many, Steve, if you saw how many cars are just not Broncos that just roll through the strip at all times, and then all the cars that are on the side streets park just anywhere they can park like that. And then on top of that, you try to organize Broncos to park in this area. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, there are parts when you're going down Woodward that you're literally going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe even less, because you're bumper to bumper to bumper. And it's like, what? Is it like 5 lanes wide at one point on each side, or is it 4?
No, 4.
It's 4. So it's 4 lanes wide at points in Woodward. So that just tells you how busy it is.
Yeah, and I mean, like there's an I can't say like you can't do it, because like you definitely can. There's enough people coming and going throughout the entire day, like 100%. But no, Friday was so much fun, and then I mean Thursday was so much fun. Well, Friday was too, and then Friday we got to go to the Paquette plant, so we started there. And there was a bunch. I think there was like 4 separate groups that we did tours with. So like,
that's the first plant, right?
Yes, that was the first stop. So we did that, and then like halfway through, we started hearing commotion. And we're like, okay, like what's going on? So like we look outside, and there's like 40 GT 40s out there.
Yeah.
Like all different special like these were incredible. Like I freaked out because like I have never seen one up close in person.
So you haven't seen the new GT at all? They're
Not in
amazing.
person.
They're so amazing.
That's the thing. Like I've seen pictures of them. I've seen video. Like I've seen a video, but like it was insane. So a bunch of people went outside, got some pictures of those. Went inside. We had a one-on-one with Matt Winters was there. Allison was there. Dante was there. Dante I actually didn't know until this trip. He actually does a lot of customer communication stuff, like after delivery, and he was super cool. And Robert Parker spoke, and Jordan and Laura did a little live Q&A, which some of it was very funny. That is actually on their podcast, I believe. If Jordan
did Jordan change any tires?
He did not change any time. Oh my God, you have a laughing thing.
Oh, can you hear it? Because we can't. Yeah. I can't hear it.
Oh yes, I can hear it. Don't worry. Hi, Maya. I know. So we did that. It was super fun. Had a couple good laughs, and then what did we do next?
I know y'all did the group photo at Ford.
Yep. Oh, we went to Ford Archives was next. So there's like
that would have been, I would have loved been seeing
that.
I
completely geeked out.
Nice.
I was like a little kid in a freaking candy store because they had all the Bronco stuff laid out, all of it. Like from 1966 all the way up to their last model, all the special editions, every brochure, they were all laid out in order from when they came out. They had the huge styrofoam Bronco out there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. They actually had the F-150 that pulled all the trains in there as well. That was parked in Archives. No, that part was awesome. So we got to take a huge group photo. We took turns. There's like 2 separate groups. And then another like hour and a half break. Yeah. So cool.
Sorry, Scott, I'm going through your photos here.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. So awesome. Yeah, that street was parked full of them, and then there's another side street.
Yeah, and like the first edition GTs are $500,000 cars now. Yes. So each one of those at minimum's a $500,000 car.
Well, there was police officers at 2 ends of the street, so they were being watched.
Oh, look at that! That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's great. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Allie.
No, and then we had what's it called? World Headquarters, where we took the group photo with everybody. And then we got to go to Ford's Garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all styrofoam. I mean, there was kind of a frame on it because they had to wheel it, but
I appreciate the plumbing for a roll cage.
I know the steering wheel was impressive too. That was styrofoam and a little metal piece just to connect. Hey, there's real leather seats though.
I love the soft top in it.
I know.
It's great.
It's so funny. Yeah, no, it was so cool. And then Ford's Garage was awesome. Bronco Nation let some Michigan Broncos park in the very front. So that part was really cool too. But no, they did a great job organizing. And I mean, honestly, like for everything that we did, I mean, for us to get into Paquette Plant is like $30 a person.
Wow.
Like I'm sorry, your $25 membership goes so far with Bronco. Like for the stuff that you get to do throughout the entire year, like it's just kind of a no-brainer if you're a Bronco owner, honestly.
Yeah, no, and Jordan talked quite a bit about that of how much, I mean, what they fed y'all too, like at
Yeah,
Ford's
so
Garage.
yeah, Ford's Garage, we got a $20 gift card to
Nice.
order whatever we want, and then we just paid the difference, which was hardly anything because everything they have is $10 to $15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the food's so good.
It honestly, it was. I mean, we definitely gave them a run for their money because they were a little backed up. But I mean, there was yelling and there was cheering and there was people yelling Bronco, and I think everyone who was at that restaurant was like, "What the hell is going on?"
That's awesome.
I know when we planned the ATN invades Ford's Garage in Dearborn, essentially they definitely gave us that heads up. It says, hey, like, we're going to be busy when you guys come in, so please just be patient. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to take a long time
I
to get
don't
your
think
food.
anyone had like a bad time there at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
Laura, so Laura just said it when they opened the garage door. Everyone screamed Bronco, and like everyone who was sitting in the restaurant that like wasn't part of us just kind of looked and we're like, yeah, like here
They're like, what are all these crazy people doing?
yes,
Yeah,
it was very
definitely got
funny.
some FOMO here because that sounds like a great time.
It was so even so Laura, I actually met Chase in Tennessee this year. So everyone saw Chase Gentry got his new Bronco.
I did not. What did he get?
He got a new wild track.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was going to get a Raptor.
I think he was really pushing for one. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But I knew he was going to be in town. I knew he was going to Woodward. All of a sudden, it's me, Laura, Jenna, and a Michigan Bronco Club member named Rob. And I looked down on my phone and it said Chase Gentry had tagged you in his story. And I look at it and it's him and his wife in front of my Bronco. So Laura and I freak out. I run outside and they're just standing there chilling. Like, I had never met Jackie yet. So this is the first time I got to meet Jackie. And she's
Is that his wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The biggest sweetheart on the face of the planet. Like, if she's even nicer like in person than she is. Like, we've talked for the last like year and a half and I've never met her. So that part was really cool. And then I think I left at 8. I think it went until 9, but I was already like dead tired with an hour and 10-minute like drive home at that point. And I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm like, I will see y'all tomorrow. And I woke up at 4:30. I left at 5:15. I got there around 6:30, and there was already Broncos parked on Woodward. And they were going to start letting people in the corral at 7. So they actually beat Bronco Nation there, which was kind of funny. It was literally the best time. Like, next year's only going to get bigger. And I'm so excited to see like what Bronco Nation comes up with, because it was just literally like I didn't hear a complaint. I think everyone just had the best time.
Well, how was Ford's display on 9 Mile?
It was good. They had a lot of the newer Mustangs. They had the Dark Horse there. They had.
Was ours parked there?
Yeah.
Because ours seems to get moved around a lot.
Oh, don't worry. I had Jordan on standby.
I bet you did.
If it was, I'll have to screenshot the message, because you were messing with me one day, and I messaged Jordan. I'm like, you want to F with Dave? Jordan goes, absolutely.
Of course, always.
Always.
But just remember, there's a Kelly behind every mess with Dave. Just saying.
We know. And I think that's why Jordan will keep it simple.
I still wish, if that damn car comes in this week, I still wish Jordan was in town, because I think it would be hilarious to show up and he's in the seat or something, or he's driving around. Or
we were gonna get Jordan to FaceTime you. with him in the car. I was waiting for
you should have just found it. Was too bad they just didn't have a rapid red one there that y'all could have screwed with us.
We didn't. Don't worry. I was like hoping at Ford, because Thursday I did get invited with a Friends of Ford event. And I got to talk to some of the head engineers of Mustang, Bronco, and Ford Performance, and that was really cool. Just to kind of tell them my background, and they were interested. One of them knew me and was like, "You guys are gonna love this," and I'm like, I shouldn't admit working at a dealer I'm not an enthusiast, but I wasn't. I never liked a car this much to be this obsessed with it, but I mean, they definitely. Did you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, Maya.
Hey. Thanks.
She's like, no.
No, she's like, you just got home and you're not paying attention to me.
Right. You are not giving me loves. And where's my mac and cheese?
Basically.
So question here, Mustang GTD. I missed it. There. Where'd it go?
Down one.
There it is. Sorry. It's a 25, by the way, and I don't.
25 or later.
Yeah, and they haven't. I think it'll be like the GT program where you're gonna have to apply for it. They're not giving those to everybody.
Nope.
But
and if anyone right now says their dealer is getting one, it is a bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Like
that that was a bummer to me. I know a lot of people are excited by that. I'm just like, yeah. Because where do they take a GT500? I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't hate. I think it's a cool looking car, but not for $300K starting out. I get all the tech in that car too. You know, it's a beast of a vehicle, but you do that, and then you're going to bring out a GT500. Is
that the official, unofficial number?
Yeah, you're going to bring out a GT500 at some point, and it's going to be like, cool.
Meh.
It's not that car.
I know.
But that's Mustang Nation. That's a whole nother show.
Bronco dude, yeah, they were mistaken. It was black. We looked at it after the live stream. We thought it was shelter green. It was not.
What's that? Where am I at?
Bronco dude, right there, the second one from the bottom.
Right there.
There it is.
Oh, sorry, Allie. Let's see.
Rude.
We've given Allie the power, and now she's competing with the power.
Bring it on. It was super fun.
Well, it was so much fun that when you got home, you had to wrap your vehicle in plastic, and
I was so tired.
It wasn't plastic; it was a tent cover.
It was a tent cover.
Jeez, Dave.
So it was legit. Is he finding my Bronco now? Yeah, he is.
It was a tent fly.
Yeah,
probably.
It was. I was tired. Okay.
I saw this and I was like, did she wreck it? What is going on with this thing?
It was survival mode.
Yeah, it was. I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. Hey, a lot of people liked it.
Do you not have one of those covers for?
She does, but it's packed. She doesn't know where it is.
Oh, okay.
It's in the garage.
I already gave her shit on it.
Like 500 boxes that I still haven't unpacked.
I already gave her shit, and I told her next time she moves, she needs to make sure she does the QR code thing so she knows where everything is.
I know, I should. Hopefully I don't have to.
Yeah, so on the outside of each box, you stick a QR code for that particular box, and then in this database, you put what is in that box.
That's so techy.
Spreadsheet. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't hate.
Everything's fine.
What happened to just a black permanent marker on a box?
You appreciate it when I nerd out and it's successful for our family.
I gave up halfway through.
Moving? Oh, yeah, that's usually how it happens for us. We have this all great ideas, and then it comes down to like the week before, and we go, shit. And we just start throwing stuff in boxes.
Yeah. I gave up.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, we had to rush out of one house. It was we called all
or at least we thought we were gonna have to rush out of the house. And then
the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're moving nightmare.
Yeah, we are.
So maybe your QR code will work out.
See, it will.
So overall, Woodward sounds like a great event.
It was so fun. And like I've heard mixed things on Bronco Stampede, but it's the first year.
Well, ask away since you. I'm curious what you've heard.
Yeah. Hi, Maya.
I was happy about it.
I know she is wound.
Oh. She told you.
Well, my cousin was just over. And he didn't come and say hi. So she's very upset. What? Go lay down. Go.
I'll do it, but I won't like it.
Yeah, she'll be back in 2 minutes. Just watch. I heard that the vendors were good
Mm-hmm.
with their vendor setup. It was like some of the like they wish that there was more stuff to do, just like trail drives, like group settings to like go out, because it was kind of just, I think some people were kind of expecting like the Supercell setup to where there's like a schedule of events type of a thing.
So I think what happened there, because I didn't know of any trail stuff, but then after the fact, I saw in our Tennessee Bronco Club that there were trail rides. So I think what they had planned for and this is totally just a total assumption. It's not based on any educated thought process or anything. But I'm guessing that what they thought was that the clubs, because Jeep will do that, Jeeps will have clubs, like club rides, and the clubs organize it all for them because they're so big.
Well, they don't
it's
do
easy
anything
for that too. So they don't do
liability reasons. They don't do
Yeah.
anything.
But so I'm betting that that's what they expected to kind of carry over. Now, Tennessee Bronco Club, there were a lot of trucks, obviously, because it's in Tennessee. So it's easy for Tennessee folks to come. And I know that they had a ride. I want to say it looked like it was about 30, 35 trucks, maybe more. But I'm betting that that's probably why it didn't quite add up to the Supercell experience for folks, is that there wasn't organized rides from that perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a vendor event. This is not a go wheel. I mean, I think.
Well, I think that's kind of like what people were expecting.
Right.
Yeah.
At least from, I mean, granted, I didn't talk to a ton of people, but the people I did talk to, they were more so, I think, expecting something like that. I didn't hear awful things. It's the first year. It's only going to grow.
Yeah.
So. No, I didn't see any far as any issues. You know, I think some vendors we talked to would like seeing more people there. Yeah. But I mean, I chalk that up to, hey, there's going to be growing pains. That's just how it is.
Well, and getting in early, as the early years, does have its advantage for vendors and things like that too, because they do kind of get the choice of where their spots are and things like that. So there is some kind of a little bit of payment that you have to make from that perspective to make your way up from that. But yeah, Bronco 78, we actually talked about exactly this. Bronco 78 said Bronco Stampede is a completely different event than Supercell. Stampede is mostly a vendor event, is it not? So yeah, so we actually talked about that this weekend on how it is such a different event compared to Supercell, because Supercell is a enthusiast event. It is Bronco specific vendors that are there.
Well, there was Bronco specific.
No, I know. I'm getting there. Okay. Just give me a second. More mom and pop kind of places, right? I know. I never get a second.
There's a mute button now too, she can push.
But yeah, so it's a much different, and then this is more of a vendor event. I would compare it more closely to like a SEMA type vendor event versus the grassroots. Hey, we're in a field, we're having a good time, we're a bunch of enthusiasts that really want to be together and just kind of hang and do our thing and attend some vendors and things like that. So it's definitely a different experience from that perspective.
We did get quite a few, and I talked to and you know, we did see Justin was at Supercell walking around checking things out, and I did happen to mention to a lot of vendors, hey, you should do the spring event that's here too, because I said, you know, I don't know if because it's outside you see more Broncos, because there was a lot of Broncos there. I struggle to gauge how many people were there in attendance. I gather 2,500 to 5,000 people might have been there.
But that's a guess on our part.
It was kind of hard to tell, because you'd have waves where it would be like, oh man, and then you'd have waves where it was kind of dead around lunchtime. You know, people are going to lunch, and you're in the heart of Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, so people want to go eat everywhere, and everywhere's a line to eat there, so everything takes a little bit longer. But I think they did a pretty good job, but something they're going to do that events like Supercell can't do is the major vendors like Nitto, like Cooper Tires. There was a lot of people that they can pull that the other brands can't.
Toyo Tires.
Yeah. They're not going to set up $1 million tractor trailer out in the middle of a field.
Right.
They're just not going to do that.
Yeah.
So, and then they pulled in, there was Light Bright, and some of those people were there at the Nitto booth. You know, those events can pull those type of things that people want to see, you know, like at the All-Terrain Nation. You know, they pulled in the big guns for this one.
Yeah.
But really,
Man. Oof.
no, not at all.
Just kidding.
I did talk to Justin though about
Sarcasm, guys.
setting up something where we could broadcast live there and interview vendors and stuff.
Don't give too much away.
Well, we've already talked.
But then that would mean you'd have to go next year.
You might go to Woodward and I cover this.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
See, here's the thing.
Divide and conquer.
Like, I'm sure with Jeep Takeover, and again, I'm coming in late, so y'all probably already covered this. I'm sure with Jeep Takeover, they have very limited dates. The problem is if it always interferes with Woodward.
Yeah.
Like with Ford being as big as they are in Michigan, it is a huge Ford event, and especially for people like me, where like I work at a dealer and I love the Bronco world, and I love being around Laura, London, Jordan, and like the Bronco Nation gang. Like, I will probably always end up at Woodward. I might break away one year and like go down and do it, but like after this, like this year was so fun, and like doing some of that stuff, like you just don't get those types of opportunities and things like that. Mm-mm. So like if they keep pulling crap like this, like every year is gonna be getting better. Like it's
Allie's never
so
leaving.
Hard. I'm not leaving. Like I gotta go. So
yeah, like Justin Zimmerman said, it's definitely up to the attendees to plan their own activities, such as parking lot party at Quaker State. Yeah,
which that.
And we're so sad we missed that.
I didn't get to see the Bronco version of that, but the Jeep version, it's a party, and it's an adult. People are letting their hair down. It's kind of their last party of the year before the weather gets bad. So there is that. But Allie, I think sometimes maybe, I mean, I love Woodward, but I think it's it's in our world because we love Bronco. It's pretty big in our world. I think overall though, Woodward is a small time versus what goes around.
Separation Nation. Michael Nice coming in to abuse you again.
That was so funny.
I know. I do need to check the PSI on Dave's ego. His head's getting a little.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know. This weekend was it was so fun. Like I'm so tired. Like I'm still so tired.
Let's see. I'm trying to find some pictures here that so they can get an idea of.
So Nelazar asked, I have a question about events and vendors. Are most vendors willing to do install at the event?
There were some.
I mean, I saw some, like Mountains to Metal was doing installs at the event. There was what was that one that was next to us? The like trail armor type stuff. It wasn't magnetic. It just attached, like it stuck to the side of the truck, and it would protect your vehicle. I know that they were doing some installs like that. I'm not sure how many more may have been doing that, but I'm sure there were some.
And Laura
look at you. Made it the whole weekend without coffee, Laura. Good job.
Energizer Bunny that whole week.
Wait, I didn't think you drank coffee. I thought we talked about this. I thought you said you were afraid if you drank coffee, it would kill you. Because you already have all of this energy. Yeah, like Mobile Moto said, it's a disorganized event that's a car culture event first and foremost. Woodward is. Yeah. And it's just become more organized as like Bronco Nation has come in and things like that. And Ford has come in to kind of sponsor.
Insane this year.
Do what's that?
Mustang Alley was insane this year.
Thanks, Allie. Thanks.
I know of a Mustang Alley that could be insane too
Mustang Alley in our driveway.
I'm starting to think that there's something wrong with it that we don't have it. So
thanks a lot.
I want to let them take care of that before we get it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or who knows? Elvin might be in there.
It could be Mech Magnet. I don't remember the name of the place next to us.
It's a sticky.
No, they said it stick to the panel's not magnetic.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was the name of the place that was next to us or not.
It's in one of our videos.
I will say I did get into some conversations about a specific vendor that was there that was told that they could not come back next year because they were going around taking pictures of everybody's product, and just magically they already had product that was identical to other people's product that was on the market.
Yes, there is a vendor out there. They sell lots of copycat stuff, and it probably at a cheaper rate because it's all Chinese made. They caught the guy going through everybody's booth at night, taking pictures of all their IP. And because you can't lock your vehicles up in that building in case of fire and stuff, they got to be able to get these vehicles out of there.
Yeah.
And they caught the guy on camera doing it, like going through people's vehicles. I know Diabolical had an issue with it. I believe Mountain Cement had some issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just going through their vehicles, just doing whatever they want.
Yeah. So if you see me getting sassy in the forums about one, just know that there's valid behind the scenes reasons for that.
It was not Maybot.
No, it was not.
I can't even think of the company's name. There was 2 companies I purposely skipped in my videos. You won't see them in there really. And even that company that you're talking about, they have a door cart that
that was it.
Easy 4-wheel drive.
4x4.
4x4.
Easy 4x4.
Yeah.
So,
like even their tents were kind of sketch. Let's be honest. We talked about that too.
Yeah. They
kind of knockoff tents.
Next week, guess who's the sponsor of the show?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Maybet by any means. It was Easy 4x4 that was photographing.
Mark King come in clutch.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's kind of scummy to me because come up with your own ideas.
Yeah.
Obviously, people will see somebody selling something.
I've never even heard of them.
Well, if you saw their booth, you'd have thought that you should have heard of them because they had a lot of product in it.
Yeah. I don't doubt, Justin. I don't doubt that
Justin, that it was a stolen design.
But yeah, it was just garbage. And Molly people can come up with Molly panels. It's hard to just copy that. But there's been original ideas like Mountain Metal was the first I seen to have the door pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened quickly, these Chinese companies started ripping that off, and then everybody starts doing it a little bit. But original ideas, it's just quickly, little companies like Mountain Metal are trying to make their name in this and then a month later, some Chinese companies just sitting there shoving this crap half price or even cheaper than that down people's throats. And at some point, my wallet happens to my wallet too, where I go, this part is not worth, if it's worth what it's worth, but if I see like 15 different versions of it and they're all half price or more, I might be swayed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yes. But yeah, so there was that. There was, friends of ours, who I'm looking at the covers. Cat Skin was there. We got to talk to our buddy Doug with Cat Skin and, had to explain to him why there's no cat skin in the Bronco just yet.
Not had to, we chose to.
But they know who we are. They're not worried about that. But there was some good stuff. The Oracle booth, I must say, of course, I dropped a video on it, and we dropped a video on the Havoc because I thought that was kind of interesting. But there's a few companies that I drop, and I wanted to interview, like Oracle. I wanted to interview them because, for one, like I don't know why in other guys, everybody likes different lights for whatever reason. But when I see Oracle's advertising and stuff, it represents a standard to me. It's like the upper standard of what, I don't know why, just great advertising, whatever it is. But then we got to see the product firsthand. That was really awesome.
And the fact that they could sell me on
why
the reasons why they did certain things. That's what sold me.
Yeah. So we have some product back here that I've got to get installed. But it was also, I looked at what their price was online.
We got a steal.
Yeah, we did all right.
Okay, good.
But thanks to Mark King, which is, it seems to happen.
Thanks, Mark.
Every time Mark buys a part, I feel like I have to go get that same part. But
yes, Mark says we totally talked Kelly into that product. You absolutely did. Like, they took me over to the Oracle and they were like, hey, and Dave actually says, hey, Mark, I need your help on this one. We need to go talk Kelly into blank product. And I was like, we don't need them. Then we went over there and I was like, tell me about them. And the problem is they both ganged up on me. And when they both gang up on me, that's a problem. Because I have respect for Mark, Damn it, Mark.
Second Nature Overland, who we got to meet at Supercell, says Dave was hothead headliners there. I don't recall
that either.
I will say I was surprised. There was a couple things that
unless it was outside and they were broke down by the time you went out there.
There was a couple things that wasn't there that I was surprised. There was no real lifts. There was no lift companies there for these, which that.
Oh, there was Bilstein.
There was no real lift.
There
was no real lift companies. There was no Fox or you know.
There wasn't the majors.
But I didn't see many people with actually lifts. I've seen like, you know, the control arms and stuff. There was a few companies like that there. There was what that
we saw the Elevate
or something. Yeah, Elevate. But there was nobody to any stereo. There was a Rockford Fosgate booth, but it wasn't Rockford Fosgate. But nobody had any of the pods, the speaker pods or anything like stuff that these are things that I would have thought, cool, we'll see that kind of stuff. Because to be honest, I was interested if those speaker pods, those for the 6-inch in the back, I would have bought those in a heartbeat.
So we'd have gotten that instead of the product behind us.
Probably. But they weren't there. And there's certain things I want to feel and touch before I kind of spend several $100s. And that's one of those things for me. Was there anything?
Quake was there.
Yeah, Quake was there. Was there anything there that you kind of would expect?
Well, we kind of talked about that Rhino wasn't there. Rhino straps and
there was no real recovery.
No, there was no real recovery gear there. So we were kind of surprised that wasn't there. But again, guys, remember it was a first year event for them, so they're gonna bring more.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to like crap on it earlier.
No. We know.
Yeah, no. We're just giving like the real. We already kind of talked about this stuff, Allie. Anyway, it was just kind of the red, or not the red, but like just giving you the real deets on it.
Yeah. Overall, though, for me, I would go back in a heartbeat. I mean, now it's 3 hours away from us, so that's it's pretty easy drive. But if I would have went to that, and of course, I knew what to expect. Kind of, I talked to Justin, kind of had a feel for what I saw on social media. I knew it wasn't going to be slam packed.
Yeah.
But I would go back in a heartbeat. I thought it was fun. Just like Supercell is a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Supercell more to hang out with friends than anything else. This I'm going to buy parts, so they're kind of different.
Yeah,
you know, Supercell they have parts, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like IAG should have been at this weekend's thing too. They were not there, and they should have been at.
Yeah,
this.
I agree.
But
I was surprised not to see them.
But I think you'll see companies like that show.
I did not see Top Lift Pros at Stampede. Did you?
Not that
I have one. I love it.
I will say that company we just talked about had a rip-off version of it.
Yes.
They don't have
and they had
product.
patent pending on the side of it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, for those that don't know, a patent can be pending, but it doesn't mean you're going to get approved.
Yeah, you just applied for. Yes, I definitely. There was no gear there for that. The other one, Morimoto or who was headlights and stuff. They were there.
They have some really cool boxes.
Kelly would go on and on about these damn boxes, man.
They were the coolest thing. So like for those of you that got the Bronco calendar, do you remember how it was like multi-layers? Like it just showed like the depth. That is what these boxes had. They had a scene. Each of them had a different scene.
Why did you buy $1,000 in lights?
I did not.
The boxes all made a scene.
Nope. Didn't do it. Didn't happen. Didn't sell me enough on the box, but the box was cool.
It was interesting. Rough Country. I guess there was a lift company there, but I didn't really see. They didn't really have their lifts displayed.
No, they were talking more about their other products, and we talked to them, and we were pleasantly surprised, honestly, with Rough Country this time around because we didn't know that a lot of their products are built in Tennessee, or at least made. I knew they were
from Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I know they develop a lot, but I didn't know that a lot of the stuff was made in the United States.
They told us that they're actually working to rewrite their brand essentially from that perspective. Because a lot of people think that Rough Country, all of their products are Chinese made and, you know, everything. And they were like, hey, what a lot of folks, sorry, our cat's going weird over there. A lot of folks don't know is that they're based in Tennessee. They do have factory in Tennessee. I think Louisiana was another one, maybe.
No, that's Oracle.
No, they told us there was they had another one here in the States, but they had a couple different places that actually made a lot of their products. So definitely give them another shot, guys. We're hoping to have them on. We talked to them about coming on so we could interview them and they could kind of talk about their products and stuff like that. But definitely give them a shot.
Oracle wants to come on the show and take
Mhm.
y'all's questions. And I will say Oracle out of all of the companies impressed me the most.
Yeah.
They really did. Even though we bought product from them. And I told Oracle right from the get-go. When I was talking, Mark was buying something and I was talking to the guy there and, you know, gave my card and stuff. And we were kind of shooting the shit a little bit. And I told him, I was like, look, man, I don't want anything from y'all. I said, I just want you to know that real quick. I'm not looking for free product or anything. I said, I would like to talk to you guys, you know, and interview you guys and have you come on the show so our audience can ask you questions and concerns or stuff you would like to see within the market. And they seem to be even at the event, take a lot of feedback.
Mhm.
And you know, these companies that's one thing about attending something like this is they're looking for feedback.
Yes.
Because, you know, we all get stuck in our own tunnel sometimes, and sometimes it's good to get out here outside that tunnel a little bit. So
yeah, and it's actually funny because there was a lady that actually walked up when we were standing in the Oracle booth and she was like, hey, do y'all have sight guide lights? And they were like, tell me more. And she totally explained. She was like, if you have this and this, I would buy them from you. Like, this is what I need to do. I need to be able to still use my sight guides. I still need blah, 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 all this thing. And they were listening intently, like to figure out if it was something that they could make sense. So to me, that's a huge selling point from a company as well, to be willing to listen to it and not just always think, oh, we have the best ideas, and that our consumers can actually bring some information as well.
We got to hang out with the Kentucky group. We got to see Tattoo Matt.
Yep.
We got to see Evil Bill, both of those guys will be on the show pretty soon.
Unbridled Bronco.
She
was fun.
Jess. And I can never think of the dude's name. Crazy MFer, man. Jason, yes, was a lot of fun to be around. We did dinner Friday night, and I had nothing, you know, we just didn't know who to expect because we really got in there. And Alan and then with Diabolical was like, hey, we're supposed to go do dinner.
So we got in, we went to the show, sat there for a little while, did a tour, did all that fun stuff. And then Alan was like, hey, we're going to go to dinner here. Do you guys want to go? And we were like, sure.
No plans.
So we didn't have any plans. So we went.
Where did we go?
The Casual Pint at the Holiday Inn that's right next to the convention center.
Sleep over there.
Oh, but I'm tired. We're gonna make
Jason was like, we'll walk, and we're like, we'll drive.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we drove.
No, because after this, my cousin and I have to kill some bees.
Uh-oh. Don't kill bees.
Wait,
are they bees or hornets?
No, they're yellow jackets.
Oh, okay. You can kill those.
Let's go ahead and turn the camera on where these bees are, because I want to watch this.
No.
Hold on, wait. Whoa, what is happening? Hold on.
Allie is happening.
Yep.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
I'm playing Allie. I don't want to see any violence to bees.
I gotta do that too.
Oh yes.
We're trying to drown them.
You're trying to drown them?
Yeah, I just sent you the
something
video.
You can do?
Oh, with poison. So, friends of the show,
Buckaroo Supply Company. So definitely go check them out. Buckaroo Supply Company.
They have stickers sold.
Yes. So they have stickers.
It gets better.
It's not just that. Some cool stuff.
They do leather.
Yes.
So
and
wallet, I guess.
They have coming out. They're not ready yet, but it's already been spoiled on Bronco ladies, so I can talk about it for a second.
Shocker.
Well, they didn't mean to do it. She posted a picture of what they're about to show us, or what I'm about to show you, and it was in the background and everybody wanted it. So they're getting ready to do the arm rest that's in there. They're working on prototypes and things for that cover in leather. And some of the quality is amazing in it. So definitely check it out. What's also super cool is for the cowboy hat wearing folks. Look what they did for us. They custom made these awesome little feathers for us.
That's fun.
So you'll see those go in the background.
This is the next part's what I really like. And they didn't have time to finish this.
They didn't have time to finish it, but how cool is that?
Oh, fun.
It's on tweed.
So they were going to put it on wood and kind of put a display for us together, but they didn't get a chance to. It's funny because you didn't hear this, but they were like, I hope Dave and Kelly won't be mad that I hope you guys won't be mad that we put your logo on this for you.
Yeah.
So again, that's Buckaroo Supply Company. They're out of Seymour, Tennessee. So definitely go and check them out, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't sell a t-shirt, so I'm not too worried about some second party vendor selling my
You
t-shirt.
sold some t-shirts early on.
When Kelly first got there. All right, so Kelly, we're about done with this one tonight. So I get to Mountains to Metal, and Nick's sister, I cannot remember her name. She goes, So where's Kelly? And I said, she's over there something. I don't know what she's doing. And a ball of energy.
I think it's Dana.
She's definitely a ball of energy.
Yes, Nick's sister is a ball of energy.
And I said, okay. I said, I'll make sure she comes around a little bit. So we get over, we start walking around, and here this lady comes running up to Kelly. And I thought Kelly's gonna like learn some karate poses.
No.
But I made a little short of it today.
Denny.
Yeah. And she like kind of pushes me out of the way. I about fall on the ground.
Legit, I wish he had camera.
Because she wanted to meet Kelly.
I mean,
so that's the reel that's floating around somewhere. Did you post it on? Would you put it on Instagram?
I thought I saw something.
Yeah. So I think he posted it on Instagram. That was absolutely talking like she totally was like, you got to do that side eye for me. That side eye that you do on the show. And I was like, it's just what happens. Like I
feel like it's natural.
And then he said something, and then I shot him the side eye. She goes, that's it right there. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. So folks, it is totally true. It is totally what we do. We don't put on a show. We just really are here to talk about
this
things.
is just what you get.
It is. It's just like, I mean, Allie can attest to that. Like when she's been around us, this is just us.
We hope she can. She's like, they're totally fake assholes.
Dude, seriously. Y'all have no idea.
Wait till you see me in my cutoff shorts. Anna says,
no.
Dave, is Oracle Cargo Light worth it?
I wasn't sure the cost on it.
I don't know. I don't know the cost of that. If it's the one that goes over the hard top, Allie may like that too. They have this little night light or LED light that goes over the cover of the motor for where the windshield wiper is on the hard top. And it's a little push button LED, and it shines when your top's open. It just shines right down. A lot of bright light there. Looks really, really cool. Kelly's looking up now, see if she can find a price on it. But honestly, I would say so, because I made a version of that for Kelly's old SUV and used it quite a bit from grocery shopping, like at night. Like it's nice because we all know the Bronco does not have enough lighting in the interior. So having that like hatch light is pretty cool.
Still working on it. Fill the gap. Fill the void.
Fill the void. What do you want me to dance?
So they actually have Ford Bronco sport products as well. Quit touching my stuff.
Jeez.
Give me a second.
Oh my lord, dog. See, I've had such mixed like luck with Oracle.
Really?
Yeah. Like
what?
My Bronco letters.
Okay.
Oh, what was wrong with your letters again?
They keep burning out, and now I have to get a whole new grill.
What?
Oh, they melt the grill?
No, like I have to replace them again.
Oh.
And I can't get them off without breaking the grill.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Have you talked to them about it?
Yeah, they sent me the new letter, but it's like now I have to buy all the letters to replace the one.
How do they attach? Because I have no idea. How do they attach?
It's 3M tape, and it is on there.
Huh.
Could you use a heat gun to loosen it?
I've tried, and it hasn't really come loose. And now I'm afraid, like, I'm going to start warping it.
Yeah.
So, and it sucks because, like, I love the way that they look, and I love it on other people's Broncos. I've literally just had the worst luck. So now I have to replace my grill, replace all the letters. I'm going to have to redo the whole thing. So I'm trying to justify if it's even worth it now.
Yeah, I don't know on that. You're the only person I've ever heard have problems with these things. So
I've had a few people in service have issues with them.
Yeah. Well, when they come on in a few weeks, maybe you can ask them about that.
See if they want to replace my whole grill.
That's right. Hey, come on, guys. Stand behind your products. Are you not find it yet? It may be
I wonder
something
if it was
new.
pre-production or if it was like an early production.
Yeah. But honest, it looked really cool. It looked. I liked the little button they had on it.
Yes,
That was very nice.
I did like the button was really nice because sometimes there are situations where you just don't want all that bright light, and the fact that you could just push the button, and it was literally like I don't even know what kind of button it was. I know I've seen it elsewhere, but I can't remember what it was for.
Push.
Shut up.
Like spring loaded kind of thing. No, I'm being honest. I don't know. It's a button. Let's
Like
see.
the buttons you're trying to push on me tonight.
Jason says $149.99. So somebody found them.
Oracle Cargo Light.
Oh, TJ Miller says, I have the Oracle Cargo Light. I took it off my Bronco when I traded it in. I'll make someone an ATN cool guy deal. If it works, great, but the fitment isn't perfect. So there you go.
Oh, here it is.
Dude, my
that's
dog
it.
is like insane.
Your dog's insane?
Yeah.
They're all insane at some point.
No, I will.
Yes, that's
like,
it.
With me being gone all week,
I remember having the top.
she's been good, and I think she's finally at her point where she's just like give me attention now.
No.
Now she is.
Say it isn't so.
I know.
You bringing it up?
There you go. It's in the private chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let's bring this up real quick. We'll wind down on this one here. Cool.
Interesting.
Let's see. So yeah, it goes right there. Has a little button that you can see right there.
The silver button.
I thought it looked pretty cool personally. I don't know. Obviously, we didn't install one, so but they seem to stand behind.
I mean,
their
that's a
product,
decent
though.
price. $149.99.
I think you could rig something up, but some people don't want to do that. Some people want that factory look. I think you can buy some.
But if you sign up for their email, you get 10% off. It says.
What's our buddies from Chicago? Something Garage. They had that neon Bronco. Can't think of their names. They did a video on a version of this where they made it where it was, and they had a little switch on the inside.
Now you've lost me.
Damn it! I can't think of their Shocker Racing. Shocker Racing. They did if you look at Shocker Racing's website or Facebook or YouTube, they did a version of this. And like you can buy
all of them, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah, you can buy LED strips for $10. So you can make a nice way of doing that. What you got, Kelly? Anything?
I have a free husky.
I was thinking Bronco people. That's why I didn't think of Shocker Racing.
Jeffrey Fab says $135 from Sticker Fab. Cincy Cycles, hooday! Football is almost here. Let's see. Ragnacon says you can desolder those plastic letters on the grill, but yeah, it was a bit iffy.
Yeah.
I'm just not. That's one of those things for me. I know a lot of people did that, put the letters on there.
That's the thing. I love. They were great for a month, and then it's completely gone to.
And they stopped.
Did your dealership guy screw them up?
Well, first I had my dealership put them on, and the N and the O burnt out, and then I had because I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was us, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see, and now the N's burnt out again.
And they don't connect to one another to be able to just replace one?
No, but it's literally where the backing, it's 3M tape, and that.
No, I understand that, but she was saying she has to take them all off to replace one.
Well, if she tears the grill up, yeah.
Well, yeah, I get that part.
That's something I want. Is that I want a Ford Raptor grill. I don't know why.
We haven't heard that before, have we, guys?
I don't want to pretend Raptor. I just like that
Jody.
grill. No, I mean I like Jody's. Probably inspired me a lot.
Oh, he is in here.
Yeah, Jody.
He was.
No, I love his Bronco.
I just like that kind of darked out. I mean, the cool thing about a grill is you could buy it, you get tired of it. On the Broncos, especially, take it off, put the other one back. Like they're kind of cool for that. If you can accessorize them.
Are you into accessorizing my Bronco now? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe. But yes. No. I mean, yeah. No, but that is some of the fun of some of this stuff is you don't like it. Take it off, start all over. Clearly, Allie's going to have to do that with the grill. She's going to have to start all over.
Apparently so.
Yeah. I really don't want to spend $1,000 to do it, but
well, those letters are expensive.
Yeah,
You know what we didn't do that we said we were gonna do?
What?
Live at the same time from Supercell as we were at the Stampede.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't. I will say my service sucked.
Yeah, I imagine that. Ours was not fabulous either. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but you definitely see like some chappiness of walking around.
Yeah, it was rough.
Like that.
Dude, oh my lord.
Well,
What do you have other ideas for, Mark King? The grill or my truck? Y'all are messy.
Me and Mark's got to have an install day.
I don't trust you guys on an install day.
So
It'll happen like my Xterra did, where I came out and it had a freaking snorkel on it that I did not approve.
yeah, there's nothing like
Don't
drilling
put
into
a
somebody's.
snorkel on it. I swear to God.
No, I don't
Jesus.
like any Bronco snorkels, so no worries. About
I
that.
literally came out and he's like, well, I already cut the hole in it, so we can't take it off. Literally, he cuts a hole this big in the side of my freaking Xterra.
Oops.
It's because he knew once he did it, there was no going back.
Let's see. I think Allie did this. Do all Raptors come with sway bar disconnect, or is it just the Bronco?
Badlands.
No, I think he means all Raptor, like F-150, and I believe that's on the F-150.
Oh,
the
do all
sway
Raptors.
disconnect. I think.
So in other words, I see it. I was reading it wrong.
I think on the Ranger. I can't remember. That. It's been a while since I've thought about the Ranger Raptor.
I don't remember because it didn't have the same buttons up front. Like, I don't think.
Let's see, old Tim. Tim Hart says,
so excited.
Getting my full underbody protection installed this week. About ready for Bronco celebration.
Feel like
Super
a little kid at
Colorado.
Christmas.
So when is that exactly, Allie?
September 9th.
6th through the 9th.
Well, are you going to be able to come down to Windrock?
On the
It is
20
pending.
something. Unacceptable for
we were
pending.
on the calendar first.
True story.
Yeah, but there's also 7 other salespeople who requested it off. So we're all fighting for it right now.
Sounds like a Rocky movie all of a sudden.
For the day, for Windrock Day?
Yeah,
That weekend.
Oh,
that weekend.
It's all right. We'll have all the fun.
we'll make sure you miss out on all the fun.
Make sure you miss out on all the fun at Colorado.
I've been there.
I have.
No,
Got a really bad itch.
Did.
no,
And only this finger would scratch it.
I've
You're
never been to Colorado.
No,
ever.
you're gonna have a blast. I will
Yes.
say this: lots of water.
That's what
Yes.
I heard. And sunscreen.
Get ready
Hey,
for altitude sickness.
Check with your primary care and see if they can. I'll text you the name of the med, but a friend of ours is a doctor, and she said whenever their family goes, they have to take a certain medication before they go out, so they don't get altitude sickness. But you take it like the week before you go, and you don't get altitude sickness. So I'll text you the name of the medicine. I can't remember, but you'll have to have your doctor prescribe it because it's a prescription.
Yeah, I'll have to ask her.
You're gonna have a blast out there, though. It looks from what I've seen of that event, it looks fun. I will say it's not like anything you've probably been to because it's an off-road event. That is just an off-road event that sort of has a gathering.
And I'm I'm super bummed that I'm not driving out there. But at the same time, since this is my first time out there, I've never seen that terrain. Like, I've never driven on that terrain or ridden on that terrain. Like, I guess I'm kind of glad that I'm just kind of seeing what it's about first. And then maybe I'll drive out there next year type of a thing. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Lord.
Let's see.
It's
Sorry.
Diamox, but I'll text it to you.
I am not going to be out there.
You could fly like me.
I've done that before, and it's fun, but at some point you want to drive.
Where are you flying into, Denver?
Yeah. That's where everyone told me to fly into.
Where is the event at?
Buena Vista.
Buena Vista.
Buena Vista is like 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
The best drive I've ever been on is from Denver to Moab. You will see different terrain, different. It's just amazing.
Don't do that. Don't yawn.
Yeah,
I know,
snowstorms.
but I'm running on like no sleep.
Yeah, we're basically done here. No, poor Allie's she's about at it.
Yeah, but I
final questions or comments?
I gotta go fight bees off.
Yeah.
Not excited.
Send your dog
My
after me.
cousin was feeding their kids, and then he was gonna come over.
Any plans to add body protection to the Mustang? Says Valley Dude 5000. No.
Skid plates.
It's going to be absolutely stock. But we also got it as a GT premium. So
no, with GT performance.
Same
We did
difference,
not get
isn't it?
we did not get the premium.
Oh, we got the performance. Same difference.
Allie
That's
probably
what
tried
I've
to talk
heard
us into it.
too. That's like what I'm excited about.
Yeah, no. It's but
Anything out west we found for any events tend to be
Like the
like-
thing, and like I'm not like complaining about it, but like for Supercell, like Tennessee, like my mom typically will come with me and like watch Maya and stuff. Like she's not into a lot of that stuff, so like the hard wheeling and stuff. Like I'm excited to see like what trails are, because some of them are difficult. Where like some of like it's required that you have Sasquatch and like you have to have full body scan. Like
Yeah.
oh my Lord. She's literally taking her bowl and kicking it across the room.
It's because it doesn't have mac and cheese in it, Mom.
She's so annoying.
But yeah, we have found that with any really west versus east events, there's definitely a different experience out west than there is out east, because typically like Overland Expo is that way from my understanding. I know when we did off-road events in the Nissan world, any Nissan events that were out west were much more driven, wheeling based, and then small groups of camaraderie.
it felt like high school.
It did kind of. You would go with who you went with. Yeah.
Bronco. Just not my
Oh.
Bronco.
Always Bronco.
Yeah.
Are you going to have your Bronco?
No, she's just
No.
renting one.
Oh, you're renting a Bronco. How did you rent? How would you know you're getting a Bronco?
Turo.
Oh, Turo. Smart girl.
You
I'm-
do realize you might been able to get a press fleet out there, a chance.
There's no way I can't get a press vehicle.
Friends of Ford may hook you up.
Oh, yeah. Friends of Ford may have been able to take care of you.
I'm telling you, you should ask.
So the
Let's
event that I went to with Friends of Ford on Thursday night, I was completely by myself.
At the Friends of Ford event?
Yes.
Really?
You were by yourself.
100%.
Were there no other Friends of Ford people there, or nobody else
No.
would hang out with you?
Maybe it was both. Maybe I just suck.
Nah. Paul Elliott. So, which is a bigger nightmare, moving or the gladiator seats?
Moving.
Moving, but not by much.
No,
Moving.
not by much.
Once again, I want to say thank you for the super chat.
Yes. Thank you.
But sadly, no, we will not be out there. I'm trying to get to. So every year, my plans to get out west get canceled for one reason or the other. And Andy, if he was on here, would pop up and give me shit about it. But I'm trying to get to Safari. I'm trying to get out there.
It all depends on what our life
This one here's if she has depending on job, I guess it's going to vary for that. And finally,
This one here.
thank you, YouTube Cotter Spottage Guide, for that 777, because I like the strange and unusual chat numbers.
Yes.
So I greatly appreciate that.
Yes. Ooh, this calls for a spreadsheet because I'm a nerd.
And Michael,
Well-
yes, there is a Brighton Ford, Colorado, because we get their calls daily.
We found there's a Brighton Ford in Australia.
Yes.
There is, yes.
So if you get those phone calls, somebody's really effed up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Molly,
no,
good
we-
day, mate.
So no joke. I mean, we get calls from all over the U.S. like as it is. So like when we get an out-of-state phone call, it's like whatever. Like we carry on like normal. We're like, yep. Here's the Jesus woman.
We don't hear if it makes you feel any better.
Oh my Lord. I like wish you could just so you could like hear how loud it is, but like holy hell. But so he doesn't work with us anymore, but he literally sold the car to this guy. And we had credit apps, we had everything, and like several times we're like, okay, like we told him we were in Michigan. I don't know if he just like was not comprehending of like what was going on. He goes up to the dealership. They try switching units on him. He goes, no, this is the window sticker. Like this is on my contract, all of this stuff. And he said he was coming to pick it up. So we're like, cool. This guy's gonna fly and just like come get it, and maybe he's like road tripping it back. Whatever. Nope. He thought it was in Brighton Ford, Colorado the entire time. We're like, dude,
Oops.
we told you we're in Michigan. Like that's how like our phone calls are recorded. So
Right.
like we even played it back to him. Just he was not comprehending. It was hilarious. Needless to say, we did cancel that because he.
All right, one final thing.
Oh, peeps.
One final thing.
You
Allie.
got to close out the question.
We'll get that. We'll give it.
What is the question?
Mustang update. They've already asked before you got here. Where's the damn thing at this week?
It's back at Flat Rock. It's back at the Mustang plant now. It's out of the truck plant and it's back at the Mustang plant.
So they've literally shipped the car from the
Not
Flat Rock.
shipped, probably driven.
No, they've shipped it. Shipped it to the hotel
2 miles
across
up
from the
the
airport.
road.
They've moved it then to the truck plant in Dearborn, and now it's right back to Flat Rock for who knows. But we did get it's funny, I did a small short yesterday going, hey, there's not been an update in 2 months. Suddenly there was an update.
It's built now.
Yeah, it's built now. So I got that this morning that it does say built. And
No, but it was funny that it was 7:20 to 8:20 and there was nothing. Crickets.
But
Yeah.
so that
Flo's got it. It's been chilling at Dirt Mountain with the Broncos.
I hope so. I told Allie today
It's going to
that
make some friends.
there better be squirrels all over that thing.
But we would prefer a chipmunk.
Yes, chipmunks.
Just saying.
If I could
We don't
bring-
have them in Tennessee.
Yeah, if I could bring a couple chipmunks back.
But that Alvin, you better keep Alvin because I don't want his mouth.
Alvin, Simon,
Ah,
Theodore.
Copyright infringement. Stop it.
I love them.
I did too. So so we'll have to play
Oh,
the
you got
old,
to no, you got to finish out the question.
sad trombone there. No
Oh
more
my
update.
God. Hey, at
Let's
least your
see.
mics work now.
I know. Trust me, it only cost me $500 to make all this work.
I didn't know that's what it cost.
All right.
Do you guys see what he does? He does this while we're on live so he doesn't get into extra trouble.
So tonight's question was, which is a better time for the Bronco events, spring or late summer? And Kelly, how did it work out?
All right. So spring ended up at 61%. Late summer ended up at 38%.
So if anybody's planning a Bronco event, it sounds like springtime might be better than late summer.
I feel like I've literally had Bronco events the last 8 weeks.
You have.
Yeah, you
it's
have.
not literally.
It's not.
You
You
have.
feel like
I have.
it's. You have.
And then Laura's been there with you the whole time.
Yes.
Heck yeah, she has.
Allie just needs a summer cottage in Michigan.
The Bronco Cottage.
The Bronco,
The
cottage.
I just rent it out to people.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. Anything else, Allie, before we close it out?
No.
Allie
Come say
needs,
hi to me at Colorado.
That's right. Say hi to Allie and
I think Jordan said buy a Bronco Nation shirt. Come meet me.
that's right. No, you told them on that live stream. He's like if they would buy a shirt or something.
Yeah. That'll be
There you
fine.
go. Go buy it.
Oh my
Go buy
God. Of
stickers.
course, Maya has to be in the last screen.
That's right.
She's gonna.
Wait.
Mom, I'm waiting.
So whether it be 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
it does not matter what you drive as long as you're talking Bronco here. And this has been Bronco Talk Live presented by who, Kelly?
White Knuckle Off-Road Products.
And
All they ask for is for you to go check them out.
Peace.
See ya.